Hey everyone, and welcome to This Explainer. Today we're diving into a company that's making a pretty bold claim. They want to become the Upwork for AI. They're called Flake, and their big idea is that your next freelance hire, well, it won't even be human. Let's see if this thing actually holds up. So right off the bat, their whole pitch is that they're the next step in how we get work done. Not just an Upwork for AI, but an Upwork that's actually better because it's built from the ground up with AI. I mean, think about that for a second. Instead of hiring a person, you hire an automated AI agent to do a job. It's a wild concept. So is this just some clever marketing, or are we really looking at the future of work here? Well, Flaik's entire argument, the whole thing, it all comes down to this one really powerful idea. If you want to see where things are going, you've got to look at where they've been. They're betting big that history is about to repeat itself. In that history lesson, it starts with how the web itself grew up. I mean, just think about how we used to build websites versus how we do it now. It's been this wild ride from being super, super complex to being incredibly simple. It all started with raw code, right? HTML, CSS, only specialists knew what they were doing. Then you had these expensive design studios doing custom work. After that, platforms like Wix came along, and boom, suddenly anyone could build their own site. And finally, you get marketplaces like Upwork and Fiverr, where hiring an affordable freelancer is easy. You see the pattern here, right? From highly technical and pricey to simple and basically a commodity. Okay, so here's the kicker. Flake is arguing that AI assistants are on the exact same track. The complex stuff today, like large language models and fancy techniques like RAG, which is just a way for AI to pull in outside knowledge, that's the new HTML. Right now, they say we're in that expensive custom solution phase. But Flake is betting the finish line looks the same, a world where AI agents are just common tools you can hire for any job. And that is the marketplace they want to build. All right, so if you buy that whole history repeating itself argument, the next logical thing you'd need is a marketplace. And that's exactly where Flake is planting its flag. They want to be the platform that makes all this AI stuff accessible and affordable for everybody. So let's be super clear here. Flake isn't another tool to build AI. It is the marketplace. It's the digital town square where developers can list their AI agents and anyone, you, me, a small business, can browse them, check reviews, and hire them for a specific job. You know, just like you'd hire a graphic designer on Upwork today. Look, any marketplace, for it to work, it's got to be a win-win, right? It needs to be great for the people selling stuff and for the people buying stuff. In Flack's world, that means the AI agent creators and the users who are going to hire them. So let's break down what's in it for each of them. First, for the creators, the devs who are actually building these AI agents. For them, the big deal is scale. Just imagine building one custom AI solution for a client and then being able to turn around and sell it for thousands of different jobs on a marketplace. Flake's goal is to handle all the annoying parts, payments, getting user feedback, security, and just let the creators use whatever tools and AI models they want. It's about turning a single project into something that makes you money over and over again. Okay, now let's flip it. What about us, the people actually hiring these AIs? For us, the promise is all about making things easy and efficient. You get a simple way to use AI, you can link different agents together to handle more complex jobs, and you can store your login details securely. The bottom line is pretty clear. Get things done faster and cheaper than a human freelancer, and you only pay for exactly what you use. Total flexibility. Now, obviously a space this hot, it's not going to be empty, right? So Flaik isn't totally alone here. Let's take a quick look at how they see themselves compared to the competition. In their own pitch deck, Flake points to a couple of other companies like Agent.ai and Enso, but the real elephant in the room, the competitor everyone is really thinking about, is way, way bigger. And it's the question you're probably already asking yourself. Why do I even need a marketplace? Why can't I just use the GPTs that are already out there from places like OpenAI? It's a really fair question, and well, Flake has a pretty direct answer. Their whole argument is that using a standard GPT is kind of like being in a cage. You're locked into one company's models, it can be a real pain for regular people to get started, and trying to embed it into your own stuff is next to impossible. Flake's solution is all about freedom. Use any AI model you want, get a simple interface that anyone can use, and only pay for what you need. It's all about breaking out of those walled gardens. Okay, this all sounds amazing on paper, right? But an idea, Well, it's just an idea until you actually make it real. So where is Flake right now in their journey from a cool concept to a real working business? And it looks like they're definitely moving past the idea stage. According to their deck, the platform is live. Their first creators? Onboarded. They've got 50 AI freelancers all set to go. They've integrated 20 different software tools. And here's the really important bit. They've already gotten their first revenue. They've processed actual paying jobs, which proves the basic idea actually works. So what's next? How do they pour gas on this fire and really get it going? Well, they're looking to raise some capital. Specifically, they're in the middle of a $1 million pre-seed investment round. And they're looking to raise that cash at a post-money valuation of $5 million, which, just means that after they get that $1 million bucks, the whole company would be valued at $5 million. It gives you a pretty clear sense of how they see themselves at this super early stage. And that brings us right back to where we started. Flake is betting everything that the answer to this question is going to be a loud and clear yes. They think the shift from human freelancers on Upwork to AI freelancers on a platform like theirs isn't just a possibility, it's inevitable. So that really leaves you with a question to think about. Are you ready for that future? Thanks for joining me.